I think if you had asked me as a child, I probably would have said, well, yeah, you grow up and get married and have kids, because that was the only model that I saw. But actively thinking about it, no, not interesting. I kept waiting for the moment when I would want it to be the thing I wanted to do. Like my default has always been, I'm not interested, but you hear about like your biological clock's going to start ticking. Or my favorite thing people always used to say to me was, well, when you meet the right man, which is ridiculous. Um, and so you hear all those comments. And so I kept waiting for that switch to flip into me wanting kids, but my default was always the thing that I think you're not supposed to say in society, which is I just didn't want them. And that switch just never flipped for me. And so I remember having that conversation with my mom, and at first it was difficult. You could see kind of the a little bit of hurt and disappointment, and I think honestly too worry, that sort of cliche, who's going to take care of you when you're old, like who are you going to hang out with, what's going to happen to you. And I think anyone with any level of self-awareness and looking inward would have to at least ask that question. Um, and when you hear over and over again every day by everyone that your choice is invalid and wrong, um, you have to question it. So yeah, I did, and I had that discussion with partners off and on through the years, and there is that concern that you're not going to find the right person. I think online dating helps because you can filter by those parameters. And so I'm married to my husband, who is also child free, and on the little dating profiles, like child free, don't want kids, whatever the question was. And on his, he said something to the effect of open to in the future, something like that. And so when we met, I was like, well, this is my, I don't want kids, I don't want them. And he was like, okay, that's fine. But I checked in with him like once a quarter while we were dating. And I'm like, but this is real. This is for real, real. And then, and he was like, okay, okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Um, because I was concerned that someday in the future he would regret our choice and hold that against me. But eventually what I sort of worked through was, that's not my responsibility. Everyone makes their own choice. I was very open. And if down the road he wishes we'd made a different choice, that's really a responsibility for him to work through. And I think that one of the most shameful things we say to people is, well, this person in your life is now different because of you. No, they're not. They made a choice to be with me or whomever. And there is real, true, deep love there, regardless of whether or not we make a third person.